All right, here we go. Welcome to the Don't Hold Your Breath podcast. My name is LJ Wiley. We're going to talk about affecting positive change into the world and how to affect positive change into your life. More importantly, how to be patient with yourself and how to be patient with the process. Like of my ability to fucking speak. So this is gonna be episode number 5. We're just gonna keep on rolling through it. I wasn't gonna actually do a podcast today. It was a day of reflection, rest. I ate a whole lot of protein. I'm recovering from a couple of really heavy workout days. So I got a text from my cousin Christine, who I love very much. She's out in California, and she'll find out when she watches this that she's inspiring me into action by asking questions and watching one of the episodes. So she says, sometimes I burn out on the self-improvement and I just want to zone out and not think about anything for a while. How do you recommend avoiding burnout or just plain trying not to get to that level in the first place? So I'm going to read my answer, and then I'll read again from this, which we read a little bit in the last episode, and talk about what Jocko would say, which is stop being a fucking pussy and do it. All right. My answer to her was, I'm going to say that ironically, sometimes you just have to accept a certain level of burnout as a temporary part of the process. If you watch episode 4, which should have posted this morning or late last night, you'll see the paradox in this acceptance of burnout. I think what is more important than focusing on the days you don't hit your maximum is continuing to push forward with persistence the next day. Just have to remember that every day you miss adds up to enormous effort to get that motor started again. Today was one of those days for me, sort of lost in between days of big wins. Today I rested, ate tons of protein, slept, read, and thought a lot. If I find myself feeling like doing that again tomorrow, I'm going to slap my bitch ass self in the side of the head and get on a bike or a treadmill or something for at least 20 minutes and then take a cold shower. And if that doesn't get the motor started again, I'll do something else that I hate until it cranks. Also, the more I realize that it's for the people around me more than for myself, the easier it gets. And that was a good insight that I think is just going to continue to grow and continue to be a driver of this show. So don't hold your breath, though. Yeah, I'm full of jokes. So, and then she just responded, but I'm going to read that in a little bit. I'm going to just get through this. I'm going to do a quick post up, edit, and then send it so that I've done and accomplished that for the day on a day that I really didn't accomplish that much other than that. Now, the real answer to her question, which is how to avoid burnout, not even get to that point in the first place, comes from Jocko Willink and Akira the Dawn is how I discovered that. I introduced everyone that I possibly could to Akira the Dawn over the last couple of years. He's been a massive influence of positivity in my growth in my life. And so he's got an album called Get Some. That's one of his Jocko Willink albums. And I'm going to go ahead and take a risk here and see if YouTube strikes us down. But I'm going to go ahead and play it anyway. I'm going to reach out to Akira maybe on his meaningwave.com platform and reach out and see about using some of his music. I'm not sure how that stuff works. I'm going to figure it out. So here we go. This is a great song from the album called Those Days. The album's called Get Some. The song is called Those Days. Let's see if we can hear it.
What do you do on the days when you're just not feeling it?
What do you do?
Akira. Those days. Those days. Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind. What do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done. Even if I'm just going through the motions, I go through the motions.
So that's it right there. They go through the motions. I don't want to play too much of this just because I'm going to go ahead and post a link to that in the comments. And I don't want to take too much of a chance at just playing all of his stuff. I'm trying to create content, not just jump on somebody else's ride. He's doing so much hard work and producing amazing stuff. And he's changing, honestly, probably millions of people's lives right now. He just got a 90,000 subscription. He did a live stream with 90,000 subscribers, and that was a great set. He'll DJ live sets, and it's very entertaining and inspiring. And I was in the gym pushing weight while I was listening to that. But I mean, damn, I can't give Akira enough credit where credit is due. It's definitely hardly due. So what Jocko writes in the actual book here is that when you're not feeling it, how do I handle those days when I'm just not feeling it? Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just sick of the grind, what do I do on those days? I go anyway. I get it done. Even if I'm just going through the motions, I go through the motions. I'm going through the motions right now, in case you can't tell. Don't really want to work out? I work out. Don't really want to hammer on a project? I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get out of bed? I get up and I get out of bed. Now, these could be signals that you need some time off, and those signals might be right, but don't take today off. Wait till tomorrow. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that down. Do not listen. I think that's one of the major keys right there. One of the major takeaways for me to answer that question, Christine, is that to avoid burnout, to not even get to that point, you have to build the muscle of shutting that down. When it whispers in your ear to go ahead and take it easy today, you got to practice shutting that down and just go through the motions. So instead, go through the motions, lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed. I don't like procrastination, but if you feel like you need a break, that is one thing that you should procrastinate. Taking a break is the one thing I will put off until tomorrow. And if when tomorrow comes, you still feel like you need to rest, you need to take a break, then go ahead, take it. Chances are you won't. You won't need that rest. Chances are you'll realize that the desire to rest was just weakness. It was the desire to take the path of least resistance, the downhill path, the downward path. And by going through the motions, you overcame that weakness. You stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. You stayed on the war path, right where you know you belong. So, that is going to be the episode for today. I will pull out the old accountability chart and take accountability for my inaction today. I did wake up at 4 a.m., although that wasn't by choice. Ember was having a little bit of a barking fit for whatever reason. I think she might have seen a possum or something outside and just woken everybody up between 4 and 4:30, whenever we decided to finally get up and go get the day started anyway. I did not do any breath work yet. I'm going to do that when I get up and go to bed right now. I did not work out, and I definitely did not fast. So those are big X. I did read some pages. I was reading the Unhuman book from Jack Posobiec earlier today. So I probably read 10 or 12 pages of that. Video journal. Yeah. Whatever the time is on this, I'll write it down. And I did not do any cold shower or anything like that today. So not a great day for discipline for me. Not really like I give a shit. Tomorrow's going to be another day, and I'll go through the motions and get it done anyway. So I'll finish up today with a little gift from the tea bag. The Yogi Tea has their fun stuff on the little celebrate your successes and failures. Both required great courage. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and smash the like button. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow nothing yet on social media, but I'm glad I'm saying it, and share the show with your friends. Start talking about it. The more that it's out there, the more that I'm accountable, the more I'm going to have to do it. It's going to help me. It's going to help you. Everything's going to get better. Don't hold your breath. Have a wonderful night. Hey guys, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Paige Crutcher. Paige is the host of the Adultish Whines podcast. They're celebrating their 100th episode, which they just recorded a live episode tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description for that show as well. I got this wonderful hat that my wife brought back. She was at the podcast recording. And so go check out the podcast. Paige does a great job whining about adulting. It's a fun podcast to watch. Definitely highly recommend.